So this is the final video in the series talking about local bloggers, and this is how to pitch them guest post exchanges. Now again, we talked about this in the synonym method, and this can work really well. Again, I mean, before, we were kind of targeting the same thing, but this is really specific to local. So it's, again, we're playing on the mutual exchange of promotions. So the value that we're providing is number one, free content, and number two, promotion. So again, this works in service industries. You cannot, you could do it in, your fashion mommy blogger stuff, but why? It's a lot easier to just pay for a post. So this, again, you can't just pitch a reputable business to pay for a site, pay for a link on their site. It's not going to happen. But if you come at them and say, hey, I've been reading your blog for a while. Would you accept a guest post? Blah, blah, blah. We can all promote it. We can do a guest post exchange. You've got a pretty good success rate. So again, you can also increase your success rate by having the content written before. So throughout this training, I have always said, do not get the content written before, because you put yourself at risk. Because if they don't accept the content, then you're left with, $80 of content on your hand. However, in this case, and this is usually how I pitch declined content from other blogs. So if you got a post written for a really good blog and they weren't into it, and then you've got that content left over, this is usually how I get rid of it. And what I do is, here's the pitch. So I find these local bloggers, if they are tied to a business. So this lady has a Miami real estate blog. So here's what the pitch says. It says, hey Inez, my name is Robert Rogers. I'm a Miami attorney. I've been reading Miamism, that's the name of her blog, for a while now to stay up to date with the real estate scene. I've always been a fan of your writing. Would you ever consider accepting a guest post? I wrote a great piece about investing in Miami real estate, and I'd love to run it on your site. You can check it out here if interested. And then it says, of course, I'll promote it if it goes live. So this hinges on a few things. Number one, if you are going to pitch pre-written content, it has to be good, okay? It has to be good if you want to pitch pre-written content. Number two, if you want to do this, it has to be relevant. So the post that I actually had written was about investing in Miami real estate that got turned down from another real estate blog. So I just pitched her. So this worked out nicely. This can work really, really well pitching local bloggers, because she does not actively accept guest posts. So if I sent her an email that said, hey, do you want a guest post, without the content, she's never going to answer it because she doesn't accept guest posts. However, if you get a really good piece of content written, then you can pitch it to her, because she's going to open it. If it's good, think about it from your point of view. If somebody pitched your business blog and was like, hey, do you accept guest posts? You're not going to answer them. But if they send you a really good article, you'd be like, yeah, okay, now I'll at least consider it, right? So this one actually went live. It worked. Again, when you start to think about link building this way, you think about there's no limits to what you can do. If you really want to do this at scale, never ending, you can technically take this and pitch any single blog in the world. Think about it. If you've got a good piece of content and you have a good success rate with this, then you can just get a really good piece of content written, find 10 blogs that you want to be on, and just pitch them that. And you can forget about all the other link building tactics. You can just do it this way. Again, you're going to be running the risk of getting content written and having it not get accepted, but there's no end. You can just pitch any blog that you want. So this can work really well. The success rate is pretty good. Again, you're running some risk of having the content left over and paying for 10 pieces of content. So do this one at a time. Don't overextend yourself, and don't do this too much, in my opinion. This is really good if you've got leftover content, or you've got a couple of local blogs that you think could really make or break a campaign. This can work really well. So this is how to pitch local bloggers for guest post exchanges, or just pitching a post to their site. So that concludes local bloggers. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, if you guys have any questions, please hit up the private group. I will be there.